I wanted to get into the vision that we have, you know, the eyes on the ball. Don't lift your head, keep your eyes on the ball. It's super important. So the central nervous system works from foveal vision. That is the centered focal point of your pupil, like a flashlight looking directly at something, okay? Then we have peripheral vision, right? Driving down the freeway, you're going to make a lane change, you kind of look that way, and you don't see any cars there, or you see something flash over here at the crosswalk and it gets your attention, right? And that's very close to the central vision as far as like alerting you and making you aware, okay? So then we have no vision, and then we're assuming we've done enough work with our central vision, locking in the nervous system, and we have a peripheral vision that kind of guides us a little bit, and we're good to go. Because once we get up here, we're going by feel only. And so you know, good mechanics create feel, and feel recreates good mechanics. So that's how we go about that. So as you're going back here with this, I have my peripheral vision over here. I can see it's at the same angle. I put it in there to stick. And now when I map this out here, I can start my swing back, and I'm looking at that golf ball. But peripherally, I'm taking it underneath with my peripheral vision, coming right back. So it's a great way for you to do that. One of the other things I like to do with students is I will move this out here in front of the ball they're hitting, such as I am going to do right now. And I'm going to show you right now. I can see the ball, and I'm seeing two sticks up here. You know, it's just blur because I'm not really looking at the stick, but I know where it is. So when I'm trying to just like figure out where my head is, or what I really use it for is for my right shoulder. So in good mechanics of the contact, if you're looking for compression, you have to understand. And when you look at Scheffler over here, he's got like 100% of his body past the golf ball. The golfer machine, I believe it's chapter 6 there, they talk about the aiming point with your eyes, which is the focal point of the golf ball. And it states in there that all components must be past the line of sight. All components must be past the line of sight except the foot and the shoulder. So the right foot and right shoulder stay behind a little bit, but everything else is in front. You look at my knees, my zipper, that's not one of the components. So by that I mean the line of sight's the golf ball, and everything must be past the line of sight except for the right shoulder and the right foot. Can you see that? My right knee is past, my right hip is past, center of my pelvis is past, belt buckle's past. So everything is past, and when you look at Scotty, he's way over here. So the guys, you got to ship Hogan, man. Man, that guy just like, wham, he was doing it on the end of his backswing. He was already moving this way. So, like I said, this is close to central vision, but I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at that golf ball, so it becomes peripheral a little above the eye socket this way. And I love it because I know for me, I always hit it well when my right shoulder feels like it's going this way to the stick. It feels like it's past the stick, and it is going to go past the stick once you hit and go through. So here we go. Think of that divot right after the stick. So you can practice this with little strokes at home, you know. You can get a hanging mirror. I have those closet mirrors that I get at Target. And if you put that in front of you, and you put a like blue painter's tape or you even take one of these sticks and lay it kind of in the middle of the mirror and use that as a marker for yourself, just to be, what do those guys look like? What does Nelly Korda look like? Well, she looks like she's pushing herself forward while her head stays way back here. So she's got her right shoulder, right leg behind, the head still past, but it looks like it's closer to her right foot than it is her left foot, for sure. You might not be flexible enough to train right away to get that done. So you want to do drills that absolutely you take your head and you leave it back here and you loosen the muscles in your neck.
You're trying to get to palm.
And that sounds kooky, I get it. Well, why don't you stand up with me right now? I'm going to just do a little virtual lesson without having you on your camera with me. If I say, look, I want you guys to loosen your neck muscles, what does that mean? Well, that means don't hunch them up, right? You don't want to get all hunched up, which happens when we're swinging hard. you want to just be able to turn your shoulders as so, leave your arms hanging softly. This is the Day of the Dead look, you know, the zombie look, right? And when I do that, my clavicles are down, my shoulders are down below the top here, the collarbone area, they're down, right? The sockets are down. When I do that, and then my muscles in my neck, I can just feel this spinning of my shoulders, and I can actually get 90 degrees of turn and still look at you guys, because all I've done is really relax my muscles of my neck. And that's huge. So sometimes I'll film dudes and they'll have this metastasis, I can't think of the anatomical name right now, but you see this big bulge in the neck like this, and it's like, wow, it's a muscle and it's connected all the way down to the chest. So maybe it's powerful, I don't know, but I know for sure that it locks people up when they try to make good turns, right? So when you want to really practice, you're going to be doing that kind of work there to loosen yourself up. You can take a club, and I like the cradling of the club, right? So stand up there, cradle a club, or a stick, or just put your arms like I Dream of Jeannie right here. Just hang them down, okay? And all I want you to do is really think about your body soft in the upstairs, such as the shoulders and such, and just start pivoting back. And just keep looking at the mirror in front of you, or reflection in a window, or a picture frame that I do at home. And I'm just practicing a nice pivot without any stress in my neck, okay? And then I'll start to come through. When I come through, I'm gonna work a little bit on the components going past that stick or the blue tape or whatever you might be using. And I'm gonna try to keep my eyes still back here this way. So the tilt in my neck might be a little bit back like so, but that's what you want. It's gonna kick forward, but the idea is that you just do little by little, you know? If you're stiff, just start to loosen it up. Your knees are going to work like a marching band, right? Heel up, heel up. You know, if you're stiff, make sure you're not planted down here in cement, because we want the ball and sockets to be helping us out here. So, you know, ball and sockets are the ankle, the knee, and the hip, right? So we got 6 of them down below the belt there. Now we can kind of let the middle, you know, the middle, the knee here, kind of go to the midline of the stick here, and get the other knee to go to the other side. So again, the mirror at home, window, and just doing this is training really, really good body action. You can just see the flow. I'm shifting without even thinking of shifting, and my right side is tilting through, and all I'm thinking about is the movement of my knees to the midline, heel up, wheel up, like an airplane, right? My body's coming in nice. And when I finish it, there I go. So there's a little bit of something for you to do at home that you can practice. You've got central vision, peripheral vision. You've got movements of the body that you can use a mirror for, okay? And join us at paulgormangolf.com. Inside there, I've mapped out 50 to 60 videos to help you organize yourself that you'll be able to go to. And once you're inside the portal, you can go, okay, I want to check fairway woods out. And in there, you'll see some great exercises to make sure you're getting the angles of your body you need, a sweeping motion to hit nice fairway woods. Or if you're looking to map out your backswing and make sure the club face is where it should be going back, I'd say about 10 degrees to the left of the shaft as I'm looking, and about 10 to the right as you're looking would be a good starting point. And we could talk about the grips, how to get the thing started, finishing, and go from there.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gorminator here. Check that link down below in the description. Website's ready for you. It's full of videos to help you with your own game, right? Faults and fixes folders, videos to help you with your driver. Maybe you're slicing the driver, maybe you want to hit it further. Also, a driving range folder. That's right. Drills to help you stay focused in there. When you guys come to the range, I want you to do focused work, not just hit balls all over the place. So check that link down below, and we'll see you on the other side.